Alright, it's April 10th, and a couple days ago, my first sunflower actually opened up. And I think on my last video, this one was already starting to bolt. And it's one of the smaller ones. It was literally that big, it was literally only about a foot tall, like these, and it was already bolting. And right now, it's probably about 3.5 feet tall. It's nowhere close to the ones that were right along it. Here's its comparison with all the surrounding ones. And so far, even after growing these guys for a few months, most of them are still not bolting. I think there's only a few of them. This one right here, which is about 5.5 feet, maybe closer to 6, is just barely starting to show some signs of a bud, so you could probably get to 10 feet. But right now it's actually just about the tallest one. All the little ones definitely don't have any bolting signs. Because the later they bolt, the bigger they can usually get. These all still look good. And this one actually looks pretty good. Still no signs of bolting. Sometimes they kind of make a cabbage-like pattern, where it's kind of a lot of leaves going onto each other, but it's still good to go. Still means it can grow a lot in height. And as far as these guys, are right around 5 feet. This guy right here is definitely making a bud. It's right around 5 feet tall right now. So at this point, it's possible for it to get to about 6 feet when it flowers, but not very much more. While the ones beside it will definitely get a lot taller. Like this one's also about 5 feet tall, just like this one. But that one could probably get well over 10 feet. Because at 5 feet, it's making no signs of budding. Whereas this one right here, it's definitely showing signs of budding. You see the bud right in the middle right here. So it's also about 5 feet tall, which means it's possible for it to get to maybe 9 feet. But another correlation I see is usually when the leaves are bigger and the stems are thicker, they have a tendency to bolt later and have a higher size potential overall, versus the ones that tend to stay thin tend to bolt a little sooner, most likely because of genetics and also conditions. Like these guys, no signs of bolting. No signs of bolting. Yeah, this guy's bolting, so I have one that's flowering, and there's 1, 2, 3 that are bolting, and the rest are still growing. Like these are the super thick ones. Still no signs of bolting. And this one also looks good. So these two really big leaf ones, they're also right around 5 feet. So I can expect these guys to definitely get over 10 feet tall. And they should be able to be nice and sturdy too, because the stems are probably close to 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. They could get over 2 inches in diameter once they're fully grown. But this guy right here doesn't really show any signs of bolting, but looking at how close these leaves are, I don't think this one's going to get super tall, even though it's one of the younger ones. But we never know. It just doesn't look that way. Here's the entire sunflower garden